Hey troops, GeneralJSmith here, otherwise known as Josh, with another LEGO Star Wars 2014 winter set review. We're getting close to the end now, kind of sad. But the second last one I'm going to be doing will be the Vulture Droid, set number 75041, ages 7 to 12, comes with 205 pieces, and retails for £20, and I assume it'll be $20 or $25, so... yeah, right, so, yeah, what should I say about this? I haven't had actually any. This is my first ever Vulture Droid. I think I've had a few versions of these in the past. It is a very, prominent set, if you know what I mean. As I said, we do see a lot in the prequels, in the Clone Wars, we do see a lot of this set. It is very, we see a lot, yeah. Yeah, so unfortunately I don't have any of them compared to you, as I said before, but it is still, I think, going to be a really cool set. The figures look alright, yeah, it's nice to see we get this new Buzz Droid, another set. I will talk about later about, the old versions of these, and, Jedi Interceptor and how they're in the same set, and all those different things. But anyway, so, as you can see, it is in the box. What I'll be doing, I will be building this very quickly, probably like a minute, 30 seconds or something, in front of you, and then we'll go on to the actual review of this. Just want to point out, it does look like the biggest version of the Vulture Droid we've had before, but I don't really know yet. But anyway, so, I suppose we better get into building this thing. So yeah, let's go. So I am back. I hope you enjoyed that little build there. The thing is, it took me about half an hour, which I really shouldn't have done, I would have done it, quite a bit sooner. But you may have noticed that I had quite a bit of problem with the wing, because I sort of put the stickers on the wrong way, and they didn't quite work right. I was like, oh. But anyway, so I sort of take it apart, but it's a long story. Anyway. Disregarding that though, it was an alright build. It was kind of fine build. Nothing really so much about it. One major flaw about this is the fact that the Vulture Droid is a droid. Therefore, it does not have any pilot. It pilots itself. Hence the eyes. But there is a space, there's a cockpit to put the pilot droid, which isn't true. So yeah, but apart from that, yeah, it's a good set. Definitely, I think they're one of the I think it's the biggest Vulture Droid we've got so far. Quite a bulky one, especially the actual piece here. That bit is quite big and bulky. But yeah, so I suppose again the figures. Right, so we get 3 figures. First one is a Buzz Droid. Yeah. This is the exact same Buzz Droid we got in the Droid Tri-Fighter from 2014. So it's cool, yeah, we get some more Buzz Droids. He comes with the same saw piece. These are the 2 eyes. We have the printed domes. And then we have the same piece supporting him, which is one of those clear cone pieces things. And then he has his posable legs. As I said in that review as well, if you haven't watched that one, Basically, they just deploy a bunch of these, they attach to a ship, they sort of, you know, pounce out, and they start wrecking the controls of the ship. They are meant to be a lot smaller than this, meant to be about the size of a bowling ball, compared to a figure, well, compared to a person. So they're not actually meant to be this big. However, saying that, I do understand, because, you know, obviously Lego bricks can only be so big, can only be so small. So, I understand why they had to make it this big. But yeah, that's still cool. I like this better than the old version of the Buzz Droid. Personally, I like this new version more. So yeah, nothing really to say about that. Cool if you want to get a Buzz Droid. Awesome. Alright, so on to the next figure, we get a pilot battle droid. Yeah, again, nothing really to say about him. We're getting a lot of battle droids in these sets, as I said. Funny enough, he comes with a little gun, which is, you know, unusual. So yeah, that's just a little gun. Obviously, what distinguishes the pilot droid, battle droids, are the fact that they've got blue torsos. So yeah, and he's obviously meant to pilot a thing, which isn't accurate. But whatever, we get another battle droid. I suppose you don't have to put it in there, obviously, if you don't want to. But yeah, so nothing really to say about the figures, apart from maybe the last one. But yeah, so I mean, these two, nothing really to say about them. I like the design of this one quite a bit, though. Kind of cool, the pieces here. You know, kind of cool pieces. Nothing really particularly special, but nonetheless, I think, yeah, kind of cool. And yeah, so you see, he's definitely not the size of a bowling ball. But anyway, on to the last figure then. I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, but I think it's a Neimoidian Guard. I think that's how it's pronounced. By the way, he comes with the same weapon that the Wookiees did, like the, what was his name, Chief Tarful, I think. In the ATAP, or Droid Gunship, I've forgotten which one he came in. So that he came with some same gun there. You know. Yeah. He's obviously meant to hold it here. See? And there you go. We saw this particular set is from episode 3, because most of Winterlight is episode 3 based. And we saw this at the end of episode 3, when Anakin Skywalker went off, you know, to kill the Separatist leaders on Mustafar. And he was like one of the Neimoidian guards he you know, killed. Nice printing, I do have to say. I mean, this is one of those figures where, you know, you don't tend to see that much printing on figures like this, because they're more one of those, well, not really one in a lifetime, but, you know, not incredibly common figures, not ones you can see all the time, so we do get quite a bit of printing. On the legs, you know, there's a fair bit there. Very nice. On the torso. By the way, he is the same species as Newt Gunray. So there you go. So nice, you know, he's obviously meant to be a guard or warrior. Oh no, it says actually Neimoidian Warrior on the actual box, not Neimoidian Guard. So there you go. Because he's the same species as Newt Gunray, he does have the same, you know, skin colour. Green. Yeah. And we get this knight's helmet. I've only ever had one other of these, like a silver one from Indiana Jones sets. So it's awesome to get another one. You know, I think we've ever really seen these in Star Wars sets, but it's awesome when we get another one. So, and I don't think you've ever had it in this colour, so that's awesome. So the sort of brown colour. It's awesome. You get his face. That is slightly different to Newt Gunray's. So yeah. Nice. So yeah, cool figure. Not particularly rated to this particular set, however, still really cool. I doubt I'm going to see many armies of this, just because it's not one of the most, you know, popular warriors in the entire Star Wars universe, but yeah, it's alright, it's definitely not bad, it's a pretty good figure. I suppose I'd say it's the best figure of the set, just because we haven't got the Buzz Droid in the Droid Tri-Fighter, However, that is £35, as I said in the review, so, but anyway. But that's cool to have. He doesn't really have any place in the set, though. He doesn't actually do anything, but yeah. So yeah, that's the figures done, I suppose. So out onto the set. Yeah, good set, as I said, you know, quite tall. Not ridiculously tall, I suppose. Not quite as tall as the box, and I think the box is about average size. But nonetheless, still fairly tall. What you're seeing now is it in landing mode or walking mode, whatever. Basically not flying. Right, so yeah, cool. Cool set, if I just zoom out. What does it say? Let's start under here. As you can see, it's quite sort of bulky, this underneath bit. More bulky than the other ones we've got. Under here you do have those missile things, you know, those spring-loaded missiles. We get 3 of them, even though we have 2 slots there, you see. But we do get 3 red ones, because it is a bad guy set. So, yeah, we do get the red ones. And they can just, hang on, I suppose I'll show you how it works again. You put them both in like so. And there they are. And they poke out the back here. Hang on. Okay. Yeah. And then if you want to fire them in the box. Yeah. And there you go. Quite powerful then. So yeah, cool. So I suppose that's probably the reason why it's so bulky. But you know, it's actually a ridiculous amount of stickers for a set this size. I mean, I just haven't seen this many stickers on sets like more than triple the size of this. So, you know, this has a lot of stickers. I mean, these are 2 stickers. That's a sticker. By the way, that's it. Those red line things, whoops, are its eyes. So that's, you know, because it is a droid, so it does sort of see. It can pilot itself. So yeah, and everything on here, you know, these are like 4 stickers, 1, 2, 3, 4 on each, you know, side. So yeah, and it's meant to be this way around. I, you know, realised that the hard way. And yeah, yeah. So these wings do come out. Well, I mean, like this way. Not, you know, really. You can pivot them if you really want to, but they're not really meant to. I think they're meant to stay in this position rather than like being out. They're not meant to be out this one. They're not meant to be fully out. Which you may realise if I turn them sideways, that looks a bit weird. Yeah, so they're meant to be like that. And there you go. Yeah, no flick-fire missiles on this set. In the previous one, we got an Ahsoka Starfighter in like 2008 or 9 or something. It did have flick-fire missiles in here. They were awesome. You know, I wish we had these were flick-fire missiles, but nonetheless, these still look pretty cool. Just basically these red pieces attached to the actual thing. That's cool, and obviously it's exactly the same on the other side. Yeah. And that is flying mode, as you can see on the box. I believe it's meant to be actually at a 45-degree angle, or something like that. Something on those lines, but quite frankly I can't bother, I'll just put them like this. But anyway, so, there you go. Right, so these wings do move independently, so like, you know, you just put both of them down. For example, you know, they're not connected by like one long rod piece. It's a bit annoying. I like if they were, you know, you could just sort of flip it down. But it's not a major issue, obviously, you just flip both down. They do both flip 360. See? Yeah, obviously they're meant to go down this way with the guns pointing downwards. And that's how it's meant to walk along. I assume these can come out, so it's meant to look like it's walking. Yeah. Cool. Cool. If you don't know, by the way, the Vulture Droid is like the starfighter of the, or at least the normal fighter, bog standard, you know, normal fighter of the separatist military, you know. And it's meant to be very disposable, just the general fighter, basically. You know, they send like out a bunch of these things to just basically overwhelm the enemy with the amount of Vulture Droids. So yeah, get some nice blue back here. Get some nice pieces in this set. I do have to say, nice pieces. You know, I mean, yeah, some of the pieces are pretty cool. These sort of pieces in this particular shade of blue are kind of rare. So that's cool to have. You know, these are kind of cool. So yeah, let's just look at top. Look at the bottom if you want to see the bottom. Right, so apparently this is a cockpit, so it is meant to open. Well, this isn't the only reason. I mean, because the Vulture Droid's head can move up and down anyway. It's meant to be able to. So, because actually it's meant to land, and the thing is meant to be, I think, about this position, this angle, and its head is meant to be able to go up that. And it's also, its head is meant to be able to move round. It cannot on this set. In the last one we got, the other Vulture Droid, like the one from Ahsoka's Starfighter, the head could go fully up, you know, turn around, but it can't on this set, which is annoying, but it's meant to. It could, but it can only go up. Just show it so I can go to this angle if you really want to. That doesn't quite look right, but yeah, it's only meant to get up to like here. So yeah, there is a cockpit though. I want to stress again, this is not accurate. And that's a sticker. Yeah, that is the space for the droid, the battle droid. We'll just put him in. If I can just, hang on. Okay, so, very simply, just, yeah, put him like so. I don't think you have to fold his head down. You can just put him back on, you know. And there you go, he's just sitting there, very happy. And yeah, you can't put any sort of normal figure in there because it's too tight, so, yeah, but obviously it's just meant to be droids. And there you go. So, there you go. That's pretty much everything about the set. Pretty much all the features. As I've said many times, there are quite a few things about the set which aren't actually accurate to the actual thing. For example, this head's meant to be able to move around. Also, it doesn't have a droid. A few other things. I think this thing might be a bit too bulky. And whatever. And it'd be nice if they if the wings moved, you know, together, but that's just a minor thing. But anyway, so yeah, cool set though, nonetheless. Yeah, so for £20, yeah, it's definitely a good set, I suppose, yeah. It's definitely worth for the pieces. Not the top of the list from the 2014 line, because we have had quite a few really good sets. However, you know, it's definitely not the worst set we've had so far. It's a pretty good set. Piece is right for the price and things like that. So it's not a bad set. I suppose it's not a particularly good set, but yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, and if you can afford it, I'm going to try and get another one of these. I'm going to try and get two to add to your droid army. Just the general Starfighter that you use. Not really one you can use in mocks that much, just because it's harder to put in actual, like, things that fly. Apart from maybe gunships, they're easy, but nonetheless, it's still a good set, still one you can probably use places, and yeah. Yeah, so, flying along like so. Yeah, so I suppose let's get into the instructions. I'll just move that way. Right, so instruction manual's average size. I'll say about it. Yeah. We do get 2 number bags. Yeah, the wings are exactly the same design, and you just sort of add them at the end. Right, and then I have done all of these sets, so you can go check those out. Please do that. I've also done the exclusives. I haven't done all the microfighters, I've just done one. I will consider doing the rest, maybe. And then we have all the figures here. Well, no, apart from the microfighters. And yeah, and then just an advertisement in the back. So yeah, and there you go. Right, so that's an average size instruction manual, I think. Okay, on the box. Average size box, again. Here, these are the figures. This one's new. Well, technically, yeah, that's new, but we did get another set. This one's new as well. Spring loaded shooter. Yeah. Obviously it's a European box, so it does not have the P-Scout for some reason. Some unknown reason. Yeah, I got the figures here. Nemoidian Warrior. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know, Nemoidian Warrior. Yeah, so it says you're meant to put him in, but, you know, that's not actually accurate. It says it's meant to be like a 45-degree angle, but whatever. Who cares? So yeah. Oops. Just fly around space. And you see you can go down like so. The dimensions of it. I think that's, I don't know what planet it is. It's probably Coruscant. It looks like Coruscant, the planet. But yeah. Okay, so whoops. There you go. Let me just prop this up. That is the set. Really good set. You know, I mean, I do have to say, it's definitely not the worst, as I've said before. I give this set a good, ooh, I'm actually going to give it an 8 out of 10. Because I feel like it's an 8 out of 10 sort of set. For the price and everything, for the fact that, you know, you're probably going to get a couple of these. It's just, yeah, it's a good set. I mean, it's not the best. There's definitely ones I recommend more, but, yeah, it's definitely, you know, it's just sort of somewhere in the middle. I just want to point out, we have had in, like, really old sets. Before, we had things like, you know, you had combos, you know, many years ago, and you had, when there was, like, those sets where you could buy the, for example, I don't know, the Arc 170 Starfighter separate, and you could buy the Tri-Fighter separate, or you could buy them in the one, and it was all, like, one thing. Well, well, yeah, basically, and one of the older sets was you could have, like, as I recall, 2 Jedi Interceptors, like Anakin, Obi-Wan's, you know, yellow and red, and then you could have like a Vulture Droid and a Tri-Fighter in that one set. So that was awesome. I don't know, comparing in size to the Tri-Fighter we've got this year. This is the 2014 Tri-Fighter. So yeah, a bit taller. Obviously when it's in landing mode. This one's wider, considerably. Obviously when it's standing up, then, you know, it's obviously taller. But there you go. So, you know, so it's good that we get them separate this time, so that, you know, because obviously one of the downfalls of getting them together is the fact that if you want to get a bunch of Vulture Droids and not a bunch of the Jedi Interceptors, then at least now you can do that. So you do get them separate, which is good. And yeah, but there's nothing else really to say about the set. Good set, recommend it. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, so there we go. So this is the second last review of the 2014 wave, if I don't do the Mike Fighters. The last review is going to be the Kashyyyk Battle Pack. It's ironic because this really should have been the first, but, you know, because posting and things, whatever. So that'll be the last review I do. Please, I don't know, if you like this video, please give it a like. If, you know, please leave me any feedback. Please leave a comment down below, you know, on whatever you want. Ask me a question, I will answer it for you. And obviously please subscribe to my channel. I've done all the 2014 reviews, so please go check them out. I've done one of the Mike Fighters, I've done the Clone Turbo Tank. I'm not sure if I'll be doing the rest. I don't know. If, you know, if people ask me, I have had one comment saying, can you do the Mike Fighters? Leave down in the comments if you want me to do the rest of the Mike Fighters. I'm not sure if I will. I think I'm more gonna spend my money on getting multiples of the battle packs. Yeah, because if I wasn't reviewing them, I wouldn't really get them. So, But anyway, so, yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I suppose, thanks for watching this review. Bye, troops.